On 2K Sports, they have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just
tempo, Ernie. It brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever grab the ball coast to coast in the All-American game, that's what players want to do and people want.
A chance to look around and see all the sights and sounds that downtown Cleveland has to offer. You can taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. We'll see the Golden State Warriors facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
And he sinks the second.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he's kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Smith against Thompson. It's LeBron with the drive, and that one's good, Irving.
And I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset, and you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
And the Warriors off to a slow start here. 6-point game.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Called for run, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now Curry, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Thompson dishes to Curry. Wing shot on the way. Love grabs the board.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
And they get it back. Thompson outside. James with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. That's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Back to James. The tray. Warriors with the rebound. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Warriors trail by 6. They double-team Curry. The drive by Bogut. They grab their own miss. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. It's stolen by Green. Curry kicks to Green. Poked away. Pulls up on the elbow. And that one's good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. LeBron passes to Love. Fade away. Misses off the left iron. The Warriors have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's 7 points for Steph Curry. Here's Irving. 5 points in the game. James outside. On the wing, Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Curry against Irving. And it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the wide open shot from Green. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. McRae has come in for Smith, and it's Williams in for Irving. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Golden State. Now here's James after the miss from Stephen Curry. Got that one up quick. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Now here's Green after the miss from Andre Iguodala. And there's Bogut. That's good on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
Now here's Thompson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 4 on the clock, and the shot is good.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Curry dishes to Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him... Two chances at the free throw line here.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Well, and of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, that was a good point. See, he passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think they've come out with...
And it's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
LeBron's got 10.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Amon Shumpert is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And here is Curry following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. There's the lob to the hoop and finished off by LeBron.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly. And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
And now it's a double-digit lead.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Dellavedova, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Mozgov kicks to Shumpert. Second chance shot, and he nails the jumper. Shumpert's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers. His activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and McRae subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Cavaliers leading by 12. LeBron can't get it to go.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Here's James. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Iguodala, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on LeBron James.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skill. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
Here's Iguodala. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Thompson for 3. Count that one. Thompson's got 5.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the 2nd worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse it gets.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Guys, you gotta love the versatility of Klay Thompson. He provides so much at that 2-guard position.
Well, he can defend 3 positions, Kevin, and offensively, he does everything you want done from the 2-guard spot. He can play with or without the ball.
Jefferson's checked in for Cleveland. Irving comes in for McRae. And then for Golden State, Festus Ezeli comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. And Thompson's certainly in the conversation for the best 2-way shooting guard in basketball. There's really not much he doesn't do well. And he found the perfect spot.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Now, here's James following the miss by Kyrie Irving. The drive by LeBron. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Ron Shumpert's checked in for Cleveland. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Livingston kicks to Green, and that one is stuffed right through.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
The shot's good from Irving.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson.
Warriors ball.
There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Jefferson with the double team. Unloads from 9. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Can't hit. Great D that time from Green. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it to Livingston. Back to Thompson. All sorts of time. Cavaliers with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Feeds to Barnes. And it's good. Pop through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And that does it for the first.
Guys, I'm here with Stephen Curry, and Steph, Coach made a point of stating how important the physical presence would be in this game. How important is that going to be for the team in the second half?
That's a big deal. I mean, just being physical and, you know, make the right plays, and then hopefully put ourselves in good position to win.
You've got to match that opponent's intensity, Steph. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look back at the first half of basketball. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 25 points, 7 assists, and 1 block. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And now the third quarter about to get going. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
I tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. J.R. Smith hits them both.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Love the pass to LeBron. And it's Love penetrating. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Love's got 7 points in the game. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. To the middle, here's Green, banked in off the glass.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And he gets the bucket. 15 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Curry kicks to Green. Golden State moving it around. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And that's now 10 points for Klay Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 10. James dishes to Smith. Goes back up. And that one's good by LeBron.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Price checked in. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the inside, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference. Three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they've really done a good job of creating good looks from the outside, and now they've really got it going. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 15. Thompson outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And 12 points for Klay Thompson.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
From deep, James. That is good.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Bogut.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Love's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Mozgov comes in for Channing Frye. James Jones, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Rush in for Harrison Barnes. Rush's shot is off.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Curry with a wide open look. Another 3 for Golden State.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
They get it back.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
It's tipped and stolen by Spates. Shoots from the baseline. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 9 on the basket from Rush.
That feed by Iguodala.
Oh, wow. That's a beautiful jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances. A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Barbosa kicks to Curry. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
A different look now for Cleveland. Amon Shumpert has come in for Jones. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the final. Impressive work.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here's Curry. He's got 17. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And so here is Golden State. They trail by 9 points. It's blocked.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Now here's Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, this just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Here's Dellavedova, finished off the break. Dellavedova's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
The Warriors have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And he makes the first. Oh, my God, I just got that. And Barbosa drops them both. 12 seconds left to play in the third. James, an absolute pound from three-point range. LeBron's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Cleveland. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Cleveland leading by 17. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Shumpert in at the 3. Here's Clark. J.R. Smith making his last shot. And that one's good. Barnes.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
From deep. No luck. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Inside. Nice move. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Irving's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And the Warriors also making a change. Andrew Bogut checked in for Ezeli. Thompson passes to Irving. Lets it go from deep. Draymond Green with the rebound.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Here's Irving after the Warriors pick up 3. And that time, also a missed shot.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You've got to improvise sometimes.
Clark. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Defense gives up points on the inside, and boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He was not at all satisfied with their effort level, saying, we're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it. Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And moving the ball around.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Green, the screen. Thompson for the triple. Offensive rebound. Barnes can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And that's 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Here's Clark. Mozgov with the block. And they get it back. Here's Barnes. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mozgov's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Clark dishes to Green, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And he gets the bucket. Warriors trail by 19. Clark kicks to Green. And another 3 for Golden State.
And the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Well, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days. Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Timeout called, Cleveland. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. Subbed in for Jefferson. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked.
1 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Barnes passes to Curry. They double-team Curry. Green, the screen. Here's Thompson, and it's Golden State with another.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's James. Shot's good. LeBron's got 47 points.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Curry, good. Cleveland leading by 18. Irving kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Bogut. Now the Warriors moving it up.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Cleveland.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for LeBron James. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
And they double up James. Shoots it up. No good off the front iron. And it's the Warriors with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Another miss by Curry. 40 seconds left in the game. James dishes to Love. From deep three-point range, Draymond Green pulls it in. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Green. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And really, if this had come just a little...
Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! Bogut the pass to Curry. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night And we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
The entire NBA season came down to one game. This is Fast Break on NBA.com. Game 7 of the NBA Finals between the Golden State Warriors.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe.